everybody, and welcome to the Santa Ana Star Center here in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. We're here for the New Mexico Stars versus the Rio Grande Valley Soul. We're going to come back to you right after this as we present the national anthem. All right, Stars fans, here we go. It comes down to this final game of the season here at the Santa Ana Star Center. New Mexico Stars are still are in the playoff hunt and fighting for the playoff spot right now. They are one game ahead of the Amarillo Venom, who have 2 games to play. The Stars are one game ahead in the win column. So inevitably, the Stars would love to win tonight. They have a tough task because they will be playing the Rio Grande Valley Soul. The last time the Soul came to town, it was not a pretty sight as the Soul laid it on to New Mexico. I'm going to pull that score up here real quick. All I remember from that game is that it was a beat down of epic proportions is what it was. As there's Sam waving at everyone, waving the flag. So anyway, the last time the Soul came into the Santa Ana Star Center was a couple weeks ago, and I'm pulling up the point. Well, actually, it wasn't a beating as I thought. It was 44-33. is the last time that the Star. I'm sorry, that's the Venom. I'm in the wrong page, and I do apologize to everyone. But let me go through it again, as I think I confused everybody, especially confused myself. Here's the way it breaks down in the league. The New Mexico Stars have a 1-game lead over the Amarillo Venom for the final playoff spot right now. And the way that's looking is that the Stars are currently with a record of 6-5, with the Amarillo Venom with a record of 5-5. Rio Grande, who the Stars are playing tonight, already clinched the playoff spot. They're going to be the number 1 team going in. Well, I shouldn't say that, as they're 8-3 with that. San Angelo 7-4. So with the Stars having that 1-game lead, the Amarillo Venom does have all of the tiebreakers. So the Stars have to win out, and if they win tonight, then there's still the Amarillo Venom have to lose both games. Or I'm sorry, just has to lose 1 game, as they'll end up with a better record. I know it's kind of confusing, but that's kind of the way it goes right now, and we'll be talking about that as we go a little bit later on in the game. Right now, the Stars are getting ready to kick off the ball. Emmanuel McPherson is the kicker. Once again, I do apologize, as the Rio Grande Valley Soul have undoubtedly the worst uniforms in the league. You can't read their numbers, so you're going to hear kick returner, you're going to hear wide receiver. The one player that we know is Nate Davis, a quarterback who's a stud. And there's Emmanuel McPherson's kick. It's bounced. It's one hopper. Makes one move and is immediately taken down after a little bit of shake and bake by the one and only Roosevelt Falls, who no doubt has to be the MVP on this team. As far as defensive play, Roosevelt Falls has just been a flat-out stud at the defensive end position. Also logged in some time as running back and fullback for the Stars, and scored a couple touchdowns and a couple of extra points. You'll see him on the end, and he'll be crashing in at the quarterback trying to get to Nate Davis. Nate Davis leads the team out. Once again, I cannot read the numbers, and I do apologize. I cannot read the numbers of any of the players on the Soul. Davis steps back, hits the wide receiver, and is immediately tackled for a gain of 3 yards. The Stars aren't very much known for their defense, but when we talk about defense, Rio Grande actually pitched a shutout on the West Texas Wildcatters. The score we saw was 40-0. I mean, that's shocking to me that a team can outscore 1 point in this league, as it's definitely a high-flying sort of league. It's not one of those leagues that you're definitely going to see a lot of shutouts. But we did see one. So here we go. The last time the Rio Grande Valley Soul came to Santa Ana, they crushed the Stars 78-38. That's what I was used to. Nate Davis drops back. He throws a pass and barely overthrows his wide receiver number, I think that's 12. I'm not positive. That would be Jorge Mata of the Rio Grande Valley Soul. It's a little confusing, as there's a professional soccer team here in Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, by the name of the New Mexico Soul, and so I get a little confused with the Soul and the Soul and the Stars, basically. But that's something that I work out. And then, of course, like I said, you can't see their jersey numbers. Davis steps back, man goes in motion, step, and he's hit just as he delivers a pass, and once again it is dropped. Definitely a catch the receiver should have made. I can't get his number right now, but that brings up 4th down for the Rio Grande Valley Soul. There's a player down for the Soul, and it looks like quarterback. No, I'm sorry. That was offensive lineman. He's back up, though. I just had a little bit of the wind knocked out of him. Right now, it's pretty exciting to see that the Stars fans have shown up tonight. Obviously, there's big playoff implications for this. The Stars have to finish with a better record than the Amarillo Venom to go ahead and clinch that last playoff spot. And right now, that's exactly what they're trying to do. A monumental task, not impossible, but one that's monumental. Here would be a place to get a big stop. Nate Davis goes under center. Man in motion. There's the Stars are offsides, but it doesn't matter as it's completed to Jorge Mata. He slips and falls at the 15, but that easily picks up the first down. The flag is going to be offsides on the New Mexico Stars, so they'll decline that and move forward here for a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. It looks like they're marking it. Once again, the Stars defense has to find a way to get in there and disrupt Nate Davis. He's a 2-time LSFL champion, and now he's playing for the Rio Grande Valley Soul. And surprise, surprise, they're right now at top of the league. More than likely do have the number 1 spot clinched. With Nate Davis leading the way, he does have NFL experience, and is a very solid player. Don't know who the player in his motion. It's a handoff that picks up about 7.5 yards there. Nice run and nice play by the Rio Grande Valley Soul. Right now, Stars fans are a little bit quiet as they're waiting to see what exactly the Stars are going to bring. This is where the Stars have been solid all season long in the red zone, stopping teams. They've been able to not shut them down or shut them out completely, but definitely able to bring some pressure. Obviously, that's what Coach Briamonte's hoping. Balls can crash in from the side. Davis barks out the signals. Quick drop, and it is batted away by Emmanuel McPherson. He was able to jump the pass on, I believe that's not Mata. I don't know whose number that is. I apologize. I'm going to say that's Danny Young, the 6'4", 235-pounder. Third down for the Rio Grande Valley Soul. Emmanuel McPherson was pretty close to having a pick there, possibly a pick six. I don't know if he has the speed to take it all the way out there. I know he does do some kick returning. Davis is once again under center. In motion goes Damian Clark. Davis steps back. He hits a short man. It's Mata. And it looks like he may have fought. It's going to be close. It looks like a spot, but I think he came up a little bit short for the first down, bringing up fourth down and very short. I doubt you'll see Leo Argus come in and try to get that 3 points, as there's no thought about that by Coach. Nate Davis basically has to fall forward for the first down here. Let's see exactly what the call's going to be. They go trips to the left. Davis drops back. He throws it to a wide open fullback for a touchdown. And if we couldn't see, I believe that's number 7, and that would be Tristan Carter with the touchdown. Nate Davis to Tristan Carter for a quick touchdown. They didn't even look at the first down marker. It was straight touchdown or nothing, and that's exactly what the Rio Grande Valley Soul scored. Now Leo Argus comes in to try to kick this extra point and give the Rio Grande Valley Soul a 7-0 lead. Like I said, last time that the Soul played here, they really womped up on the Stars. 78-38 was the final then. Kick is up, and it is good. He hits the back of the net. And that gives us, with 9:44 left in the first quarter, the Soul march down in their first position and now have a lead over the New Mexico Stars, 7-0. We'll be back right after this. There's a kick, but McPherson drops it, picks it back up, weaves his way, and gets hit by his own player, but stays on his feet. He's to the 15. A lot of dancing, a lot of joshing, but eventually ends up on the 15-yard line. Decent run back, a lot of movement, not a lot of it going forward. Andrew McGlory's been under fire all year long. His rookie season here with the New Mexico Stars. Wasn't replaced for one game, but has come back and looked good since being replaced, and I have to give the guy credit, as he has really stepped up and become a player for the New Mexico Stars, and has really been solid, I would have to say. I mean, other than a few errors as being the rookie, I think he's stepped up since then, has really done a great job. McGlory obviously is going to be your quarterback. Landrick Brody is your fullback. You got Dexter Manley, the star of this team, as far as wide receiver there. as well as a young man that's definitely stepped up and earned a name for himself in Jerome McGee. And going into motion is James Cleveland, and it's a pass. McGlory overthrows him, bringing up second down. McGlory's had a problem starting off a little bit slow, having to get, I guess, a feel for the game, would have to say. Once again, he is a rookie, though I think this far into the season, nobody's a rookie anymore. You've either played or you haven't played, and I think McGlory has really started to become an experienced player, kind of learning a little bit. He still has a tendency to hold on to the ball a little too long, trying to go through progressions, which you obviously can't do. Dexter Manley goes into motion. It's a quick hit and he makes a couple of passes and the first down, a quick hit to James Cleveland, who gets the start in front of hometown hero Roland Bruno. 1st and 10 for the New Mexico Stars right at the 26-yard line, it looks like. McGlory with a nice play there. Dexter Manley does a little block and a little move there, run into motion, freeing up Cleveland. McGlory drops back, is under center. Cleveland goes into motion. And the ball is tipped on line and intercepted by the Rio Grande Valley Soul, and it is run in for a touchdown. We'll see what the flag is. It's on Hall. I'm going to say number 32. Let me look over well, that would be Kamichael Hall, the linebacker from Georgia Tech, 6 foot, 230 pounds. Let's see what the penalty is. We're not sure yet. It may be offsides, as it looks like everyone's coming back. Great play by Kamichael Hall, batting it to himself, and then once again intercepting it and taking it back with a star player on his back. All for naught, as once again the McGlory comes out, goes back under center. It's 1st and 5 at the 20-yard line of the Rio Grande Valley Soul. Definitely the Stars, if they have any hopes of winning, have to match the offensive firepower that the Rio Grande Valley Soul have. Snap pass to McGee, who picks up, it looks like 4 yards, bringing up 2nd and 1. McGee has definitely become a player for the New Mexico Stars this year. Definitely, their wide receiver core has been solid all season long. In fact, the past few years for the New Mexico Stars, they've had a solid wide receiver core. McGee will be the motion man. As he goes into motion, McGlory snaps the ball, and it's a handoff for the first down to Landrick Brody. Landrick Brody picks up the first down. Landrick Brody was excited the last time the Stars were in town as he scored his first LSFL touchdown. Talked to him after the game, and he was like, I finally got one, as he had plunged in for a 1-yard dive in for his first touchdown of his career in the LSFL. He's been with the Stars for for the 3 years they've been in existence now. And Landrick Brody scores his first touchdown last week, 2 weeks ago. Dexter Manley goes into motion, curls around. McGlory drops back and looks at Manley, but it's batted away. An excellent play, as Manley was no doubt wide open. The ball was laid in there, but the defender, and once again, I do apologize, and you'll be hearing me saying this all game long. I do apologize for the Soul in their uniforms, as they have white jerseys with very light silver numbers and very light, small orange piping. So you can't really see the numbers from anywhere far. So I do apologize for that. McGlory 2nd down. McGee goes into motion. McGlory drops back. No pressure. Hits McGee as he bounces way in. It looks like he picks up a first down. And indeed he does. 1st and goal for the New Mexico Stars. And I'll tell you what, this is the kind of drive that Coach Briamonte was hoping to see. We know that the Soul can score. There is no doubt in anyone's mind that the Soul can score. It's definitely important that the Stars are able to match that score, because if they don't, this could get ugly once again very quickly. McGee will be the motion man. Manley goes to one side, 1-on-1 coverage. And it looks like it's once again to Landrick Brody. No, I apologize. McGlory keeps it and scores a touchdown, as McGlory has become quite a weapon with his feet. And now it's 7-6. With McGlory no doubt doing the kicking, as he loves that straight-on kicking. Welcome back to the NFL of the 1950s, where it's pure straight-on kicker. Emmanuel McPherson is the holder. Andrew McGlory, who just ran it in from 2 yards out, Ball snap. It's good. McGlory kicks it, and he tickles the twine, tying up the score with 4:57 left. It's the Rio Grande Valley Soul 7. Your New Mexico Stars 7. We'll be back right after this. .457 left in the first quarter as we're all knotted up here. The Soul 7, the Star 7, and Emmanuel McPherson gets ready to kick them. Taking to the internet to see if I can get a score on that Amarillo-San Angelo game. Obviously, that has consequences here for the New Mexico Stars as they need Amarillo to drop a couple of games so they can get in the playoffs. And there's a quick kick. And he almost lost the ball, but he was able to hold on to it. Jason Serta with the tackle, but not until the kick returner reached midfield. I didn't get a number on that, so we're going to wait and see exactly who. There's no way of getting the number. Well, who am I fooling? Okay. Stars defense comes out. Once again, I'm trying to get a score, if I can, on the Amarillo Venom versus San Angelo Bandits score, as the Stars need at least the Venom to drop one, if not two. Two would be preferable because they're going to have a tough time. But so far they've been up to the task. 4:27 left in the first quarter. Davis drops back. A little bit of pressure from Falls, but not enough as he lays one down for a touchdown to number 14. And that would be Danny Young, 6'4", 235 pounds. And there's no way to say that. That was too easy. You got to be tighter than that. I mean, Davis didn't get any pressure at all. And Young just streaked right in. He was wide open, and there was no chance for the Stars defender to make a play there. So quickly, Rio Grande answers the once again, that quickly answers the Stars score as the clock runs, obviously, in the LSFL. Aragu steps back and ready to see if he can kick this one and give a 7-point lead. The kick is up, and it is good. And with 3:56 left in the first quarter, it's the Rio Grande Valley Soul, New Mexico Stars 7. We'll be back right after this. All right, the Rio Grande Valley Soul is set to kick off with a 7-point lead. Emmanuel McPherson standing in his own end zone, still trying to find the a score if we can. It's a short kick. Jason Serta picks it up. He's able to shed a couple tacklers and takes it to the 17-yard line of the Rio Grande Valley Soul. Maybe a mistake by Aragus as he kicks it right to Jason Serta, who is able to pick it up and hold it. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line of the Rio Grande Valley Soul. Andrew McGlory, who marched his team right into the end zone last time, gets ready to come back out on the field. I'm still trying to see if I can find a score. Forget it. All right, McGee goes into motion. McGlory barks out the signals, takes a snap, drops back, a little bit of pressure, throws it up for grabs, and it is knocked away once again by the defensive player. I want to say that's number 7. At least I think it is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to strike that. I think that was David Irizarry. David Irizarry is who I'm going to say that was. Number 1, not number 7. Numbers are a little shaky, but maybe my eyes didn't betray me that time. So David Irizarry, I believe that's the second defensive stop that he's made. McGlory's floated one over. Into the game is Roland Bruno. McGee once again goes into motion. McGlory drops back. Quick hit to Bruno, overthrows him. It was a pass pretty close to a lateral there, but McGlory did throw it forward and basically missed Roland Bruno for that one. Bringing up third down. This is a scary time for Coach Briamonte, Coach Kayward, and the New Mexico Stars, as they definitely have to find a way to score here. They have to find a way to match the Soul. Can't go down too many points against this team because they can just put it on you and put it on you quick, as we saw the last possession. McGlory drops back, has all day, fake pumps it, is able to run it out. Gets knocked into the wall. He picks up about, I'm going to say, 5 yards there, bringing up 4th and 5. Pump faked as all his wide receivers were covered. They were all trips to the left. McGlory drops back. 1 second left on the play clock. He drops back. A little bit of pressure. He's running it out. There's a flag. I don't think he made it to the first down marker. He's a little bit short. There's a flag on the field anyway. I'm sure that's for holding, and that'll be declined. Holding on the New Mexico Stars. They decline it, and that's going to be first down for the Rio Grande Valley Soul. So exactly what we were afraid of as a Stars fan and the Stars coaches. They weren't able to match the points. And here comes the Rio Grande Valley Soul and Nate Davis getting ready to take another bite, if you will, off of the New Mexico Stars. And this is a tough one here. Stars defense has to find a way to step up here, either cause a turnover, or at least get a stop. They haven't shown that they've been able to do that versus the Rio Grande Valley Soul now. 2 games in a row. Let's see if they can find a way to do it now. Fighting for the playoff lives. They can still lose this game and make the playoffs, but I'll tell you what, you're asking the Amarillo Venom to lose 2 games, and one of those against the worst team in the league, the West Texas Wildcatters. Davis throws. He's got a player one-on-one, but he overthrows it, throws it in bounds. Receiver gets knocked up against the board for his troubles, bringing up second down. Once again, though, you have to like the way that the Rio Grande Valley Souls are going right for the home run. They're not going to sit here and waste time with a drive or anything else. If they can stick the dagger in now, they're going to stick the dagger in now. Give the Stars defense credit, though, as I believe that was Jason Curtis with step for the wide receiver. Second and 10. Davis brings the team up. Receiver goes into motion, spins around. He has a wide open wide receiver who makes one play and makes a cut. Picks up a lot of yardage. I'll see if I can get a number on that. That looks like number, I don't know, 12 maybe? Yeah, that looks like Jorge Mata. I'll say that's Jorge Mata. Nice little screenplay, makes one spin move and just was able to turn on the afterburners and get into Stars territory. That's the end of the first quarter with the Rio Grande Valley Soul threatening up 14-7. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the beautiful Santa Ana Stars Center as the Stars fans are out and about trying to root on and implore the Stars defense to stop the Rio Grande Valley Soul. They're up 14-7 just starting the second quarter. I found a score from the Amarillo game. They're currently up, the Venom are up 36-30. They're just starting the second half. Obviously not good news for New Mexico Stars fans as they really need the Venom to lose a couple of games, not win. Davis drops back and a great play by Jason Serta. Jason Serta saves a sure soul touchdown there as a diving stab at the Nate Davis pass. Broke it up, bringing up third down, it looks like. I'm sorry, second down. Once again there in Amarillo, it is 36-30, just starting the second half for Amarillo. They're up by 6 points. Mata goes into motion. Davis drops back. He pumps once, he pumps twice, throws it up. And it is, touchdown. He just reached over the defender. I can't get a name or a number on that, but it's one of the tall wide receivers for the Rio Grande Valley Soul. I mean, just throw it up and go get it, big fella. I don't know which one of the receivers that was for the Rio Grande Valley Soul that caught that one, but let's just say that was too easy, as the ball was just thrown up as high as he could, and the big man just climbed a ladder and just reached up and plucked it out of the air. Aragoose comes in. I'm sorry, they're going for two. No. And he misses the extra point. As the fan drops it and it falls back into the field of play. Let's see what the referee does. Nope, no chance for a fan to pick up a souvenir there, as they went for a punt extra point as opposed to a regular place kick. So the score is 20-7 with 13:46 left in this half. We'll be back right after this. All right, we're back. Emmanuel McPherson in the end zone awaiting the kickoff. Ball is up, and it's a kick. It's a bouncer. McPherson goes over his head and into the fans. A fan walks away with a souvenir. Good kick by Aragoose. That's indeed who's kicking. Yeah, it is. So the Stars will start off on their own 5-yard line, behind 2 touchdowns. Definitely in need of a score here. Andrew McGlory comes back onto the field, talking with offensive coordinator Matt Kayward. Drops back, gets into the huddle, tells the players exactly what they want. McGee's in there, as well as Roland Bruno. Dexter Manley will be the man in motion. Landrick Brody is your fullback. Manley goes into motion. McGlory drops back, and it's batted, and that was almost a tough play. as the sole defender knew exactly what the Stars were going to do there. It's almost like he was in the huddle. I don't know if that's not Azari again, because Azari has a long hair. I know that. But I'll tell you what, that was close to being a pick six there, as he was able to jump the route, bat the ball up, and gave himself an opportunity. Props to Roland Bruno for basically holding him away from the ball. Otherwise, the Stars would really be down at that point. McGlory drops back, trips to the right. I'm sorry, their left. McGee goes into motion. McGlory hits him. Tries to shake off the one player, does not do it, but he picks up 9.5 yards, bringing up third and inches for the New Mexico Stars. No home run shots yet for McGlory and the Stars, which is fine. They don't really need that. What they really need is just to find a way to score, maybe hold on to the ball a little bit, keep the ball away from Nate Davis and that powerful Soul offense. The last thing you want to do is, well, you can't. You just don't. They don't have the guns to get into a shootout with these guys. There is no doubt about that. McGee goes into motion. McGlory looks like the Soul's offsides. As flags drop, it looks like the Soul nose guard jumped right offsides there. We'll wait for the official confirmation, but I'm going to go ahead and say Stars first down unless there was movement on the line that I missed. Nope, offsides on the Rio Grande Valley Soul. So it's first and 10 for the New Mexico Stars. Bob Chris of the Albuquerque Journal here next to us. How you doing, Bob? How you doing? He's doing all right. Yeah, having a tough time reading the numbers, no doubt about it. Bruno goes into motion. McGlory pump fakes, throws it right to Dexter Manley. He cut it inside. And he beats the entire Rio Grande Valley Soul for a touchdown. That's exactly what the New Mexico Stars need. As you got to go to your money, man. We talked about Dexter Manley being the money shot on this team. He's the guy you need to go to. Each and every time, the Stars have to find a way to get Dexter Manley the ball. 2 plays, and he gets those long legs pumping, and forget about it. When he does that, ain't nobody going to catch him. McGlory for that straight-on kick once again. Snap. Oh, that's a nasty one. They could have definitely used that point. However, with 11:05 left in the first half, Rio Grande Valley Soul 20, your New Mexico Stars 13. We'll be back right after this. Little bit of life in the stadium, in the arena once again, as Andrew McGlory hit Dexter Manley for a touchdown. Excellent touchdown. People are a little bit pumped up. Here we go. McPherson kicks it. It's a dribbler. Bounces once, twice, 3 times. The kick returner holds it. Bruno misses a tackle. What a move by this kick returner. I don't know his name once again. I'll try to pick up a number if I can. I was going to say Azari, but it's because of the dreads, but I don't think that's him. Stars defense comes back on the field. They have to find a way once again to try to stop them. The offense did their part. Now if the defense can find a way to get just one stop. Trying to pick up an updated score there in Amarillo. So far, not so good. Nate Davis leaves the Soul team on the field. That is not, I can't tell who that is. Goes into motion. It's a pass to the guy in motion. He gets knocked into the wall immediately by Emmanuel McPherson after a pickup of 5 yards, bringing up 2nd and 5. Stars down by 7 points, 20-13. I was talking to Bob Chris of the Albuquerque Journal off the mic, and I said how the Coach Briamonte and Matt Kayward don't throw the ball to Dexter Manley on a regular basis, I don't know. I know McGee, Bruno, and I know McGee, Bruno, and Cleveland don't like to hear that, but Dexter Manley is your superstar. You got to give him the ball. It's a quick handoff. Swinging it live, the Stars weren't fooled at all. They were able to basically string it out, move it forward. Roosevelt Falls in there. Roosevelt Falls, so far a quiet evening, clutching the back of his head. The neck area might be a little bit of a stinger there, not sure. He'll stay in. Roosevelt Falls, one of the players on the Star. Like I said, he has been the New Mexico Stars defensive MVP. There's been no doubt about it. Though tonight you might have to give the nod so far to Jason Serta, who's made a couple of excellent plays. Here we go. It's 3rd and 4. I know Coach Briamonte would love nothing better than to see Roosevelt Falls come up with a big play right now. Quick play, goes out, overthrows. Nate Davis overthrows his wide receiver, bringing up 4th down. 4th and 4. If ever the Stars had an opportunity here to really make a stand, this would be it. Here we go. It's time to make some noise, New Mexico Stars fans. There we go. They're imploring everyone. I see some Yaffle teams out here. See a lot of fans out here. Last game of the season in the Santa Ana Star Center, without a doubt, for the New Mexico Stars. Davis drops back, and it's dropped. And once again, it's just a flat-out drop. I believe that's Jorge Mata. And the Stars take over on downs in great field. Well, at midfield, there's always great field position in the LSFL. But with 8:25 left in the the first half, it's your Rio Grande Valley Soul 20. Your New Mexico Stars 13. We'll be back right after this. Big opportunity for the New Mexico Stars right now. Oh, we got a little timeout here. Looks like the Soul called the timeout, so we'll be back right after this. Take a quick break. Andrew McGlory leads the team back onto the field. Drops back. Oh, there's a massive hold right there. McGlory almost throws into trouble as there's almost an interception, but there was a nasty hold there. You could see it. That would be big Jeremiah Fennell, who just basically grabbed the defender by the shoulder. May have ripped his arm out of the socket. He had the hold on that good. Definitely looked like something you'd see in professional wrestling, that sort of hold. At least I think it was a hold. I'd see first down marker. Did the play not happen? I don't know exactly what happened there as it's first down. And McGlory overthrows little Jeremiah McGee. I'm sorry, Jerome McGee. All 5'7" of them. If he was 5'9", he would have caught that, but he's 5'7", and McGlory threw it a little too high. Don't know exactly what the call was on the last play, as it was 1st and 10. Flags flew, and it was 1st and 10. So I don't. Interesting call. Andrew McGlory leads the team in. McGee goes into motion. McGlory holds on to the ball. He takes it. Picks up about 4 yards, 4.5 yards there. That brings it 3rd and 7. He saw something he liked. It closed down very quickly. Bringing up 3rd and 5, definitely don't want to see the Stars waste this opportunity, as their defense gave them the ball in great position and the opportunity to tie up or at least get very close to the Rio Grande Valley Soul. McGlory goes under center. McGee goes into motion. Drops back, pump fakes, throws it right to JT Cleveland. I'm sorry, that's not JT Cleveland. Who is that? James Cleveland. I knew there was a Cleveland in there somewhere, but there is a flag on the field. Waiting for the call. Looks like it's against the Stars. Marching them back, negating the first down. There's a big one, too. It's a huge penalty, not only the distance, but more importantly, the fact that it negates the Stars' first down, bringing up 3rd and 15. And all of a sudden, what looked like a nice Stars drive is going to need some help here. McGee goes into motion. Bruno goes back up to the line. Bruno goes into motion. McGlory just flat out missed Dexter Manley. I don't know if Manley didn't see the ball or what it was, but he missed him, bringing up 4th and forever. Big decision for Coach Briamonte. 4th and 15. Offense stays on the field. Roland Bruno to your right. Dexter Manley's your man in motion. McGlory drops back. He has time. He throws it deep. Dexter Manley, and it hits him right in the fingertips, but definitely would have been a tough catch to make. Still probably should have made it. He was open. He had 2 defenders close to him, but he had them both beat. Just the ball slightly underthrown. Otherwise, that would have been the touchdown. So a great defensive stop by the New Mexico Stars. Goes for naught as the ball's turned over on downs back to Nate Davis and the Rio Grande Valley Soul. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. Stars find themselves down by 7 points. With the Soul in great field position, looking to get a score here and go back up by 2 touchdowns if they can. Quick handoff that goes for naught for the Rio Grande Valley Soul. Just trying to keep the Stars defense honest there with the handoff. It's 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Game's definitely still in reach for the New Mexico Stars. No turnovers as of yet other than on downs, but no interceptions. Davis drops back. He has a receiver open. He throws it up, but he overthrows him. Jason Serta, once again, the man on defense. Right there with his wide receiver playing tight, bringing up 3rd down and 10. As the Stars defense all of a sudden has been a little bit tough on the Soul. Stars players trying to implore the Stars fans to make some noise here, make things uncomfortable for Nate Davis. Drops back under center. Stars are offsides. They completed the pass, but I believe that was offsides on Roosevelt Falls. Was he drawn off? All of a sudden the place gets quiet. Referee to make the call. Offsides. Offsides Roosevelt Falls. I believe they'll take that because that gives them the yardage that they still would have made with the play, but keeps the down. So it goes from 3rd and 10 to 3rd and 5. And they march off the yardage. 3rd and 5 for the Rio Grande Valley Soul and Nate Davis. That was Damian Clark that was in motion the play before, made the catch. Damian Clark goes into motion. Nate Davis drops back. There's some pressure this time, but he's able to escape. Pump fakes. Throws a pass, but I believe it hit the ground. Yes, indeed it did. Bring up 4th and 5. Nate Davis is mad at himself for that one. He had a receiver and he was open. And I believe that was Jorge Mata that was open. Would have been a tough catch for Mata. But one that, like I said, Nate Davis was kicking himself because he knew he was open. So here we go, Stars fan. Once again, it's 4th down, 5 yards to go for the New Mexico Stars defense. Nate Davis is the quarterback. Snap, he throws it, and it's broken up. Jason Serta, I told you that young man's playing himself a whale of a game tonight. That's got to be the 3rd pass breakup right there that I've seen from Jason Serta. Young man has stepped up for the New Mexico Stars. They're playing like they want to be in the playoffs, are these New Mexico Stars. With 1:43 left in the first half, 20-13, Rio Grande Valley Soul. We'll be back right after this. Stars are moving like they have a date after the game. Andrew McGlory steps under center. Clock starts moving. McGee goes into motion. He hits McGee. McGee's got to make one move. He twists. He turns. Picks up the first down. And the Stars are in business. They're in the sole 22-yard line. 1 minute left. 1 minute warning coming right up. And there it is. There's a whistle blowing. 1 minute warning. New Mexico Stars on the move, trying to tie it up to go into the first half. Well, actually, let's face it, 30 seconds for this team is a lifetime. But we'll be back right after this. 1 minute warning. All right, 1 minute to go in the first half. Rio Grande Valley Soul's up 20-13. Got a score from Amarillo. Let me pull that up real quick as we wait for the play. McGee goes into motion. McGlory hits him once again. He's in the slot, and he goes right down for a pickup of about 4 yards. With 3:26 left in the third quarter in Amarillo, the Venom are trailing 54-46. San Angelo has a 54-46 lead. Obviously, that has playoff implications for the New Mexico Stars as they desperately need the Venom to lose 2 games. Or if they can find a way to win this game, they only need the Venom to lose 1. So obviously this is huge for the New Mexico Stars if they want to get into the playoffs. Manley goes into motion. It's a quick pitch once again to McGee. He gets close to the first down. There's 23 seconds left. They stop the clock. 22.9 seconds left. Stars take a timeout. It's 3rd down and 1 inch. Still not a lot of long balls or long shots into the end zone. I think they're going to have to take some shots now, as it's 3rd and 1. They have 2 timeouts left, not a lot of time left, but obviously I like this kind of play calling by Coach Kayward and the Stars offensive brain trust, as you definitely don't want to give the Soul any time if you possibly can to score. As we've seen already tonight, Nate Davis in one play can turn this entire game around. McGlory goes to talk to his offensive coordinator. Stars desperately need a score here. The last thing they want to do is not score here. They have a little bit of momentum as their defense has done something that not many people have done for this Rio Grande Valley Soul offense. They've actually stopped them twice, back to back, took them down on downs. McGlory goes back. There's 22 seconds left in the first half. McGlory's under center. Cleveland's on the one side, along with Jerome McGee. Dexter Manley's one-on-one on the other side. It's a snap. He throws right to Cleveland, picks up the first down, and then goes out of bounds to stop the clock with 17.5 seconds left. 1st and goal on the 7-yard line for the New Mexico Stars. McGlory gets under center, and there's an immediate penalty, and the flag is on. It's going to have to be against the Stars. That's exactly what it is, illegal motion or formation on the New Mexico Stars. Marching them back 5 yards, and not really a bad thing, as it gives McGlory a little bit more space to work with to throw the ball. Sometimes in the game of arena football, you really want a little bit more space than you do real close up to the line of scrimmage. You're not going to run the ball, obviously, here. Cleveland goes into motion. He throws to McGee, goes out of bounds, picks up the 5 yards that they just missed. 13.3 seconds left. Second down and goal for the New Mexico Stars. McGee goes into motion. McGlory drops back. Takes time. He hits Dexter Manley for the touchdown with 6.9 seconds left. And an opportunity for the New Mexico Stars to tie this game up with 6.9 seconds. Andrew McGlory throws his second touchdown to Dexter Manley. And now drops back for that all-important extra point, straight on kick. Last one was a thing that was ugly. Actually, it was a bad snap, if you will. Emmanuel McPherson with the spot. Perfect snap. Kick is up. And he tickles the twine. 20-20 with 6.9 seconds left in the first half. And who would have thought at the beginning of the evening that the New Mexico Stars would be this close with the Rio Grande Valley Soul? The last time they were here, they got really just plastered by 40 points. It was a thing of ugliness. And so far, you have to give the Stars offense you give the Stars offense credit. Well, more importantly, you got to give that Stars defense credit as they've been able to basically shut down. And I never thought I would say this, especially after the Souls scored quickly in the first half twice. But since that point, they've basically shut down the Soul offense, have the New Mexico Stars. Now here comes a scary point. They're going to have to kick the ball off here. And that'll leave the Soul with at least, we're going to say 3 seconds to run a play, and we know they can hit one. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Briamonte has Emmanuel McPherson do here with the ball. You'd like to get that clock running. Not that the Soul's going to run out of time. They should be able to at least run one play, and that's all Nate Davis needs to get into the end zone. Emmanuel McPherson sets up for the kickoff. He boots it. It's a squibbler. Just bouncing. Catches on the hop. A big hop. Clock starts moving. Makes one move. Makes a second move. There's a flag. You love that. And they let the clock run out. Let's see exactly what the referees call. But the clock's showing 0.0. Are they going to call it the half? There is a penalty. It looks like an illegal block behind the back. And is it halftime? They're talking. Referees are talking right now whether or not the clock stopped. Coach Briamonte's waiting. They decline it, and that's the end of the first half. So at the end of 2 quarters, it's 20-20. Rio Grande Valley 20, New Mexico Stars 20. I believe the Stars get the ball to start the second half. And I don't think Coach Briamonte could ask for anything greater. Once again, the last score that I had from Amarillo, and I'll see if I can pull one up before I sign off for halftime. Give my voice a little bit of a rest. Leroy Lucero here. The last score I have from Amarillo was the Venom trailing San Angelo 54-46 with 3:26 left in the third quarter. So that game should be in the fourth quarter by now, and we'll have an update when we come back. Right now, it's Leroy Lucero signing off for the first half here from the Santa Ana Star Center with your New Mexico Stars 20, the Rio Grande Valley Soul 20. At stake, playoff implications. We'll be back right after this. It looks pretty close, actually.
Last game they announced 12:23.
Welcome back to the Santa Ana Star Center. We're all knotted up here to start the second half. 20-20 with the New Mexico Stars receiving the ball to start the second half. Emmanuel McPherson drops back to his goal line to take the second half opening kickoff. Interesting to see what's going to happen this game. Rio Grande Valley is also fighting, I guess you would say, for their to get that home field advantage overall, if you will. They already know they're in the playoffs. The Stars are fighting for their playoff lives, if you will. They need a win here to keep the pressure on to Amarillo. It's a kick, and it goes into outside of the pads, if you will. Andrew McGlory, who's been nails tonight. Should I go ahead and tempt the broadcaster's cursed fate? I'll knock on wood for you Stars fans. Hasn't made the mistake tonight. In fact, he's been a solid 2 touchdown passes and one with his feet. He's also hit 2 extra points. McGlory's hit Dexter Manley for both touchdowns for the New Mexico Stars, and like I said, was able to run one in on a 2-yard plunge as well. So McGlory's been solid. Once again, I am going to knock on wood. He hasn't made that mistake that he's been making early this season. Maybe he's finally not a rookie anymore. We can go ahead and say that. Looks like the Soul was offsides. He holds on to McGlory holds onto the ball and moves forward for about 3 yards. Flag is on the field. I'm going to have to say that was offsides on the, and that's exactly what the linesman just told the referee, that the Soul was offsides. That'll bring up 1st and 5, as I'm sure the Stars will take the penalty. The last update that I have from Amarillo is the Venom trailing 54-46 with 3:26 in the third. I don't have any kind of an update since then. We're still waiting to see if we can get something from Amarillo, as obviously that has playoff implications. A victory here and a loss by the Venom definitely puts him in a hard spot. There's a quick hit to McGee. He's stuffed, picks up 2 yards there. I don't know why I want to keep calling him Jeremiah McGee, because it's Jerome McGee, all 5'7", 175-pound Jerome McGee. Bringing up 2nd and 4 as he picked up half a yard there. Nothing too crazy for the Stars tonight. Just a lot of picking on the Soul defensive back. McGlory holds on, throws the ball to McGee. He holds on to it. There is a penalty flag in the defensive backfield. McGee makes the reception for the first down. We'll see exactly what the call is. Referee makes the call. Illegal contact on the Rio Grande Valley Soul. That'll be declined. It's a first down for the New Mexico Stars. As they're moving, they now have the ball at the Soul 15-yard line. McGlory once again looks like a commander. Finally, the Stars fans got to be happy here. McGlory's finally starting to look like the quarterback they were hoping that he would be all season long. It's been, a long ride with them. Cleveland goes into motion. McGlory sees Cleveland, hits him. He's tackled immediately, but not until he picks up 9 yards, bringing up 2nd and 1. And the Stars are in business, folks. Andrew McGlory definitely surveying the field. You got to give props to the Stars' offensive line. The last time they played the Soul, they weren't giving McGlory any time, and he was really forced into some horrible decisions. Tonight, he's pretty much been able to do what he's wanted to do. McGee will be your motion man. Cleveland's on the left, along with Dexter Manley. McGlory snaps the ball. He tucks it in and looks like he's taking it in himself. And that's exactly what Andrew McGlory does. His 2nd touchdown on the ground. As watch out, Stars fans. The Stars have taken the lead. Andrew McGlory on a nice draw play there. Now he steps back to try to hit this extra point to give the Stars a 7-point lead. Straight on kicker. McPherson fumbles it. Holds on to it. He's looking around. McPherson's going to try to run it in, and he does. McPherson makes it in off a fumbled snap, but McPherson was able to dive into the end zone, giving the Stars an 8-point lead, 28-20 for the New Mexico Stars with 11:49 left in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this. And there's a kickoff. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of a frog in my throat there. Last thing you want to have as an announcer, Leroy Lucero here, is a frog in your throat. Especially when you're trying to call a game. An exciting game at that as clock starts moving. 11:30 left in the third quarter. Stars definitely trying to get their playoff ticket punched. Nate Davis is calling under center, sends his man in motion, drops back for a pass. He's wide open, and he holds on to it. That looks like, let me see if I can get a number, as that was just a quick shot. I believe that was Damian Clark. Jason Serta, who's so far played a stand-up game, tripped and fell on the double move there. And that's almost like Nate Davis saying, yeah, right. Don't think that we're going to go away quietly into the night. This is still the number one team in the LSFL, and they definitely know how to put up some points. They're going for a standard 1 point extra point. Leo Aragus drops back. Snap is up, and he misses. Aragus misses the extra point, leaving the Stars with a 2-point lead, 28-26, as the quick-hitting Rio Grande Valley Soul answers the Stars' touchdown. We'll be back right after this for the kickoff. Welcome back to Santa Ana Star Center. Nate Davis hits Damian Clark, answers the Stars' touchdown. McPherson catches the ball off the hopper. He takes it to the 15, tries to make a move. Shakes off his defender somewhat, gets run into the wall at about the 18-yard line. Trying to see if we can get a score from Amarillo right now. Nope, still have the same score that we had a few minutes ago. Still showing the Venom trailing 54-46 with 3:26 left in the third quarter. That's old. They've got to be close to coming to the end of the game out there in Amarillo. I'll still keep working to see if we can find a score on that. But here it's 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Stars up by 2 points. Cleveland goes into motion. McGlory, first pressure, but he hits Cleveland, who just lets it come into a body and drops it. It would have been a nice little pickup there. First little bit of pressure that McGlory has actually felt tonight, as he did get hit after throwing the ball. First time we've seen that tonight. I tell you what, the Stars were kind of having their way with the Soul in the first half. They may have poked the Giant a little bit. We'll see what happens. Let's see if the Stars can match their intensity now. McGlory under center. Cleveland goes into motion. The snap is there, and it's batted away by the linebacker. Once again, for those of you just tuning in, I apologize. I'm not able to call the Rio Grande Valley Souls names, as their numbers are ridiculously gray on a white shirt. I should say ridiculously light gray, almost like a very, very light silver, with very light tangerine orange piping. So it's impossible to see what their numbers are up here. McGlory's under center. Dexter Manley goes into motion, snaps there, and McGlory's under pressure. He throws it, and it's caught. Amazing play. An amazing catch by James Cleveland. He was up against the wall. Let's see where they mark it. I don't know if he got enough for the first down, but I'll tell you what an amazing catch. McGlory was able to bail out to the right. He was under heavy pressure. Didn't quite get the first down. It's 4th and 2 yards at the 22-yard line of the Rio Grande Valley Soul. Big play here for the Stars. They'd love nothing better than to really put a touchdown here and get that extra point. Cleveland to the left as well as McGee. There goes Dexter Manley in motion. McGlory keeps it himself, going rugby style. It depends on the spot. It looks like they're spotting him with a first down on the 20-yard line. And that's exactly what they did. 20-yard line. He picked up just enough yardage. And the Stars are in business once again. Andrew McGlory steps into the huddle, drops down to one knee, tells the play. Stars would love nothing better than to score a touchdown here. Really put the pressure on Rio Grande Valley. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Manley goes into motion. He's been the touchdown guy. Pressure brought in, and he hits Cleveland once again on the sideline, who chicken fights with the defensive back for yardage. Picks up about 7.5, 8 yards. A nice manageable second down. Really liking the way Andrew McGlory's playing tonight. Not doing anything crazy. Playing smart, playing within himself. Not trying to do anything insane. Not forcing anything, not rushing anything. Just taking what's given to them. Trips to the right, Manley goes into motion. McGlory snaps. Throws the ball to McGee. McGee's able to break it to enough. Ride the defender for the first down. First and goal on the 5-yard line. Jerome McGee. Once again, the Stars are taking whatever's given to them and they're making the plays, and that's exactly what's going on. On the 5-yard line, Andrew McGlory, who's become a running quarterback tonight. I don't think he's going to be running here, but you never know. McGee goes into motion. Everything's going to the left. Snap is there. McGlory's trying to step around. First time he's going to go down, sacked. Loses about 2 yards. You got to give props to the Soul defensive backfield as they were able to contain the wide receivers of the New Mexico Stars. First time I've seen McGlory actually have to pull down and take that sack. Once again, in this game, in the LSFL, that's not necessarily a horrible thing to lose a couple of yards when you're down there around the 5 to 7 yard line. It does take McGlory's legs out of the equation for the most part. However, it does give the wide receivers a little bit more room to operate. Cleveland goes to the right. They're splitting with McGee on the left. McGee goes into motion. And Dexter Manley with his third touchdown of the night. Big Dex Manley against the wall scores his third touchdown of the night. There was a penalty. It was declined. Now McGlory stays out, but there goes McPherson. So they're going to try for that straight-on kick once again. George Blanda style, old school NFL. Ooh, dribbles over. McPherson just picks it up again. He's going to try to get in there. He throws it, intercepted. Well, that's bad news for the New Mexico Stars as it keeps it an 8-point game. They were definitely hoping to try to make it a 9-point game and really make it tough on the Rio Grande Valley Soul, but all of a sudden Rio Grande Valley has a little bit of life in them. We'll be back for the next kickoff. Once again, with 4 minutes, 37 seconds left in the third quarter, New Mexico Stars 34, Rio Grande Valley 26.
I'm trying. They haven't updated in a while. They haven't updated at all. I mean, they were updating. They haven't updated at all.
New Mexico Stars up 34-26, 4:37. Here comes the kickoff from Emmanuel McPherson. It's a dribbler. Caught on the 20. And he's able to cross midfield. Putting the Soul in great field position. Stars up by 8 points. Really wanted to get that extra point. That would have been huge, making it a 9-point game. Instead, the Soul still have an opportunity here. Last time around, the Soul had one shot. Nate Davis, one play to Damian Clark for the touchdown. Let's see what the Soul have in store for the Stars this time. Looks like Mata's it's I don't know who's in motion. A little bit of there's an easy catch. Got to make a tackle, McPherson, and he doesn't. Mata once again gets into the end zone. Jorge Mata. And once again, the Soul's able to take one play and get into the end zone. Now let's see what the Soul decide to do. If they're going to go for looks like they're going to go for the standard 1-point conversion. Trying to make this a 1-point game. It's kind of interesting. The Stars have to work a triple and double time to try to get into the end zone. Well, the Soul just make it look too easy. It's always one play score for the Rio Grande Valley Soul. Snap is up. Kick is good. So with 3:28 left in the third quarter, it is New Mexico 34, Rio Grande Valley 33. We'll be back for the next kickoff. Emmanuel McPherson in his own goal line. Here's the kick. McPherson, it bounces over his head. Does it go in? It goes out of play. Andrew McGlory takes the team out. Dexter Manley on the left. Cleveland on the right. McGee goes into motion. And it's batted up. And luckily falls harmlessly to the ground for the New Mexico Stars, as definitely the sole defensive lineman could have, if he would have turned around, the ball would have fell right into his hands. I can't see his name or number. That could have been Dasmine Cathy, I believe. McGlory drops back under center once again. This time there's a block. Cleveland's able to shake a tackle. He shakes a second one with a stiff arm, and he's tripped. He is tripped by using the feet, not until he picks up first down. Big play. Huge play, if you will, by James Cleveland, as he was able to shake off two tackles. He ends up tripped, but not until he gets big, huge chunks of yardage, get the Stars not only out of the shadow of their own goalpost, but actually get them into great field position, into scoring position. Once again, you got to love the moxie of the New Mexico Stars. They came in here, no doubt they'd have to be underdogs. Dexter Manley goes into motion. McGlory overthrows, makes a bad pass there. Didn't hurt anybody, just a bad pass. Once again, he throws to the shortest player on the field, Jerome McGee. Overthrows him by a good 5-10 feet. Andrew McGlory comes back from talking to his offensive coordinator. Lets the players know exactly what they want. They need a score here. Cleveland goes into motion. Ball's thrown to Cleveland. He spins around, and he scores a touchdown. James Cleveland out of the University of Iowa scores his first touchdown of the night. Oh, my goodness. And all of a sudden, the Stars are back up by 7 points. The last two extra point attempts have been relatively kind of funny. Emmanuel McPherson was able to run 2-point conversion in. The other one, he tried to throw it in, but it was intercepted. Let's see if they can get the snap and hold down this time. Snap is good. Hold is up. McGlory misses the extra point this time. 40-33 with 33.6 seconds left in the third quarter. All right, Stars defense, you're up. Can you stop Nate Davis from scoring with one play? We'll be back right after this. Emmanuel McPherson gets ready to kick it off. The big thing has been, this time he kicks it. It's tapped by a sole player as it goes out of bounds onto the sideline. We'll put the ball right there where it went out of bounds. Looks like the 13-yard line. Nope, 14. He's walking up. 50. Well, the past two plays for the Rio Grande Valley Soul has resulted into two quick touchdowns by Nate Davis and the Soul. Let's see if the Stars defense can find a way to slow them down to at least force them to run 2 plays. As things have just been way too easy for the Soul as far as offense goes. Stars have been able to match them. And that's why they're in this game and leading 40-33. Clock's running. Let's see if they get a playoff before the third quarter ends. And indeed they do. Davis drops back. He pumps, but this time he's under pressure. And Roosevelt Falls ends up with the ball and scores a touchdown. They took the ball away from Nate Davis. Big Roosevelt Falls. Holy smokes, what a turn of events there. And the ball looks to have just slipped out of Nate Davis's hands. Roosevelt Falls picks it up. He may have batted it out. Picks it up and marches it back 3 yards for his touchdown. Defensive touchdown. What a turn of events there to end the third quarter. 3-0 showing on the clock. Stars can go up by 14 points here. It looks like they're going for a 2-point conversion, though. And that's exactly what's going on. 46-33, they're going for 2. A little bit of confusion there. Manley to the right, Bruno to the left. McGee goes into motion. McGlory has it. He tries to run straight in, and he gets there. Andrew McGlory with a 2-point conversion rushes it in. So it's with 0-0-0, end of the third quarter. The Stars have a 15-point lead, 48-33, in what can only be termed an upset here in the LSFL, as the New Mexico Stars are really battling hard to keep themselves alive in the playoffs. I'm trying to get an update from Amarillo. So far I haven't been able to get one, but I'll do my best before we sign off to get one. They should be coming close to the end, if not over there in Amarillo. We'll be back after this. All right, we're back to the Santa Ana Star Center. New Mexico Stars are up on the Rio Grande Valley Soul, 48-33, 15-point lead. Getting ready to start that fourth quarter. Galaxy Dancers throwing out some prizes to the Stars fans that are meeting down here. And hey, you gotta like it. There's a playoff atmosphere here. The last New Mexico Stars game, more than likely, here in the Star Center this season. And the Stars are making it worth their while as they're up 48-33, 15-point game with 15 minutes left in the game. As Roosevelt Falls, the defensive MVP of this team, we're not sure if he stripped the ball or just plucked it out of Nate Davis's hands as he reared back to throw another touchdown and just walked it right into the end zone to give the Stars a lead. That closed out the third quarter. Roosevelt Falls is out there giving high fives to all the Stars faithful that are out there now. Gotta like the atmosphere. Props to the fans for showing up here in Rio Rancho and Albuquerque for tonight's game. McPherson boots it, and it goes. A fan grabs it. Good catch. Young man in his T-shirt just snared it. Give that guy. Sign that guy up, Coach. That's the best catch we've seen all night long. All his teammates there, his Yaffle Young American Football League teammates, are high-fiving him, but he's got the prize. Ball comes out to the 20-yard line for the Rio Grande Valley Soul per LSFL rules. Soul have been able to score at will, I should say, up until Roosevelt Falls came up and made that play. Let's see if Falls has another one in him. They love nothing more. I mean, let's face it. There is no way that the Soul are done scoring. Nate Davis goes under center. He drops back. Stars defense bodies him up. He's open, but throws it out of the field of play. Once again, Nate Davis feeling a little bit of pressure. As big Abasi Thomas was able to crunch in there. Basically shoved the offensive lineman into Davis's body as he was delivering the ball. Forced it to float a little. All of a sudden, the Stars defense playing once again with a little bit of reckless abandon. Defensive line starting to get in there a little bit on Davis. That's definitely what they needed. Davis drops back. This is a quick hitter. Tackle by Serta, but not before the Soul pick up a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 19-yard line. But you got to like it. I mean, the past three Rio Grande Valley Soul drives, if you will, have been one play, pass, touchdown, Soul. One play, pass, touchdown, Soul. One play, strip, touchdown, recovery, Roosevelt Falls. So the Soul offense hasn't really spent a lot of time on the field. Defense should be well rested for the New Mexico Stars. 4 seconds left in the play clock. Davis 2-1. He gets it off in time. It's a handoff. Roosevelt Falls grab. Almost had him by the hair. Almost had a handful of dreadlocks there. But he slowed down the running back enough for his mates to get there and stop the play, bringing up 2nd down and 9 yards. Defensive chant, Nate Davis drops back. He's got some time. He's going. Emmanuel McPherson's there. The play is over the field of play. McPherson was there. He was able to stop it. I can't see who the intended receiver is. I believe that was Damian Clark. That looks like his size. I don't know if that's his number, though. I'm going to go with Damian Clark. Why not? Ball was slightly overthrown. Nate Davis, who was hitting everything before, all of a sudden can't hit the broadside of a barn. Roosevelt Falls is hunched up, pinning their ears back. Really could use a stop here. 3rd and 9 yards. Davis throws back. He has a receiver open, and he misses him. Once again, that was Damian Clark, who was wide open. Serta was nowhere to be seen, but the ball was thrown behind him. Nate Davis all of a sudden looks human. The guy no doubt should be the offensive MVP of the league. All of a sudden looks like a human out there. 4th down, 4th and 9. This is a pivotal. You're never going to say the game's over in the LSFL, but I'll tell you what, if they can stop the Soul right here, this would be a huge stop and definitely put at least one of the nails in the coffin of the Rio Grande Valley Soul tonight. You don't want to call it too early, but there's only 11 minutes left. The ball snapped. Intercepted. And this looks like it's going back, and indeed it is. Emmanuel McPherson is walking it home. Walk it home. Walk it home. Emmanuel McPherson walks home the touchdown, 54-33. New Mexico Stars, as the Stars defense has come up huge in the second half. Absolutely huge. Coach Priamante is saying, hey, just go in and cross the end zone. We don't need no shenanigans here. We don't need no mess here. But he's got to be happy and smiling inside because Emmanuel McPherson walked that one in. All of a sudden it's 54-33 as Andrew McGlory gets ready for a straight-on kick. Last time he walked it right into the end zone. You might think about that 2-point conversion again. Snap is good. Kick is up. And he misses. Bob Chris of the Albuquerque Journal said, why do they keep going for these extra points? Why don't you just go ahead and go for 2? You have a better shot. I don't know. Maybe you do. But at this point, you're looking with 10:29 left in the game. New Mexico Stars 54, Rio Grande Valley 33. We'll be back for the conclusion of this game soon.
No updates. I don't have any updates. Well, like I said, you would think they'd put something. Does San Angelo have no website? There's the score.
All right, here we go with 10:29 left in the fourth quarter. New Mexico Stars up 54-33. Rio Grande Valley all of a sudden looks very beatable. McPherson kicks it off. It's high. It's into the end zone. Taken by the kick returner. He makes a couple of misses. He makes a second one. And they're able to corral him at the midfield. Last thing the Stars want to do here is give up anything cheap. Still can't get an update from the Amarillo Venom game. We don't know if San Angelo has beat him or not. I can't get an update. I'll continue looking though. 10 minutes left in this game. Rio Grande Valley looks very beatable and very human all of a sudden. Stars fans are getting riled up. Biggest crowd of the year so far for the New Mexico Stars. Nate Davis drops back his last two times on the field. And he's throwing to nobody there. The guy in the first row just got a souvenir. That was the best pass that Nate Davis has thrown this quarter. It was right to a fan. There wasn't a Soul player anywhere on that side of the field. Obviously, there was some sort of a mix-up. As the Soul, it looks like the wheels have come off the bus all of a sudden. Nate Davis is a veteran. You'd think he would go ahead and try to bring this back in, but at this point, the Soul looked lost. Dazed and confused, if you will. Stars defense gets ready. Davis surveys the situation, drops back. Not a lot of pressure. He goes deep, and they found a guy. Just like that. Like I said, Nate Davis is a veteran. You're not going to keep him rattled forever. I can't tell if that's Jorge Mata or somebody else. It could be. Who knows? One thing I hope the LSFL does in the future is forces the Rio Grande Valley Soul to put some orange numbers on there so we can actually see who it is. It would definitely help. Soul go for a 1-point conversion. This would bring the score to 14. The Stars up by 14 points. 8 minutes, 37 seconds, and clock running right now. Kicks up. Kick is good. So with 8:30 left in the game, the New Mexico Stars have the 54-40 lead. Once again, 54-40. We'll be back after this.
You gotta love the scorekeeper. Yeah, he's keeping the corner. He's keeping that clock moving. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, you know. Yeah. Well, let's see if I can get some
All right, Stars kick returners better be careful. It may not be too early to go for that onside kick as the Rio Grande Valley Sol is down by 14 points. There's 8 minutes left in the game. Rio Grande's defense hasn't really done anything all game long. Same can't be said for the Stars, so if I'm the New Mexico Stars, watch out for this onside kick because it could be coming. Nope, they kick it straight away. It's batted down. McPherson picks it up. He's going to go to the right. Falls makes a block. Actually, I'm sorry. I think that's Jerome McGee that actually picked it up and ran that one back. Indeed, it was McGee. Takes the ball to the 15-yard line. 8 minutes left in the game. I mean, you're never going to see long drives in the LSFL, but you would love nothing better. I'm sure Coach Priamonte would love nothing better than to see the Stars take off a minute or two here on tonight's game. Still trying to get an update from Amarillo. So far, nothing. And I do apologize for that. We just don't have any information on that. McGlory drops back, surveils the situation, pumps the ball, and almost drops it, but holds on to it as there's defenders at his feet. You know, not the worst thing. Once again, Andrew McGlory 5 weeks ago throws that pass anyway. It's probably picked off and goes back for 6. The new and improved Andrew McGlory says, I'll just hold on, eat the sack, lose 2 yards, but more importantly, keep that clock running and don't make the silly mistake. Still scanning the internet as we watch the game. McGlory brings him back. 3 seconds left. They're trying to run out all the clock. Snaps it with 1 second left. Throws the ball to Cleveland, who catches it. Holds on right at the 25-yard line, depending on the spot. Could be a first down. I think he's a little bit short, which once again is fine because the clock keeps running. It's 3rd down and inches. I wouldn't be surprised to see McGlory just go ahead and try to run this one in for the first down as the clock is under 7 minutes now. Look forward to a rugby play right here. McGlory holds onto the ball, and that's exactly what he does. He just goes off to the right and gets the first down. But more importantly, the clock starts running. Hope to get an update from Amarillo before this game ends. So far, nothing. 16 seconds. We're about to hit the 6-minute mark on this game. Stars up by 14 points. 6 minutes left in the game. Stars still have a few seconds till they run the ball off. McGlory pumps, holds on to it, and throws it away. Not a bad throw away. He threw it to where nobody could catch it. Clock starts running once again, which is good. That's exactly what the Stars want. Once again, Andrew McGlory 5 weeks ago tries to force that one in. This is new Andrew McGlory, though. Finally figuring out the game, it looks like. You know, every rookie has that problem. The best thing about a rookie is they have another year coming up. Let's see if we can. McGee goes into motion. McGlory drops back. Throws it up. Can't catch it. His runs into the wall. Hit the 5-minute mark for the 5:01 is when the clock stops. 3rd down. Nice safe play by Andrew McGlory. Let's see if there's an update on the LSFL website. I'm trying everything I can, folks. Let's see, we don't want to go there. Yes, I am scanning the internet as we're doing play-by-play here. Leroy Lucero at the Santa Ana Star Center for little under 5 minutes, 54-40. The New Mexico Stars upsetting the Rio Grande Valley Sol, fighting for their playoff lives. McGlory drops back, a little bit of pressure. He hits Cleveland for the first down, and that's huge. That's absolutely huge. This will take the game clock, or this will take the game clock down to 4 minutes. New Mexico Stars have an opportunity to score here. If they score here, you might be looking at this game being over. Still no updates from Amarillo. Take this clock down to the under the 4-minute mark. McGlory goes under center. McGee goes into motion. A touchdown here might salt it away for the New Mexico Stars. McGlory holds on. He's sacked. Pig loses 2 yards, but doesn't matter. The more important thing is we're under the 4-minute mark. Tick tock is the name of the game here. 3 minutes, 27 seconds. Stars up by 14 points. Getting ready to knock on the door. Still haven't gotten a score yet from Amarillo. Still looking. McGlory drops back, holds onto the ball, throws it. That looks like pass interference. It's not going to be called. McGee's looking up saying, hey, the guy's draped all over me. What's the story? Clock runs. 3 minutes. 3 minutes left for the Stars to defeat the number 1 Rio Grande Valley Soul and really set themselves up in great position, really forcing Amarillo to win 2 games. Obviously, one of those against West Texas, that's, I don't want to say it's a given, but it's a given. McGlory surveils the situation. 2 minutes left in this game, 2.5, I should say. Drops back, looks around. He's going to get sacked. Nope, he throws it away. Worm burner. Oh, here we go. Penalty. And that's probably the best thing that could happen. Now, don't do anything stupid, Stars players, and cost yourself unnecessary roughness as he takes McGlory, bends him backwards after the ball was delivered. Soul fans are saying it's on them. Maybe it is on the Stars. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul, roughing the passer against the Rio Grande Valley Soul. That'll give him a first down right there. And that might salt it away for the Stars right there. That might be the play that ends it. Stars fans haven't pulled out their keys and told the Soul to start the bus yet, but it's getting close. I'm really sorry. I just can't get an Amarillo Venom score anywhere. I'm going to try on the Twitter, if you will. Nope, nothing there for Amarillo. Sorry about that. Let's try again. Timeout for the New Mexico Stars. 1:56 left in this game with the Stars comfortably ahead. First and goal. I'll be back right after this. All right, 1:56 left in tonight's game. Stars up by 14 at their own, I should say at the Seoul 4-yard line. Andrew McGlory's under center. Look for him to run a play here. No, gives it to Roosevelt Falls, who's spinning, bouncing, holding on to the ball, takes it to the 1-yard line. More importantly, he'll keep that clock running. All right, we have a final from Amarillo. Your final is San Angelo 74. The Amarillo Venom 59. That's a final. 74-59. San Angelo over Amarillo. So that puts the Stars definitely in the driver's seat here as they're going to pull off this victory. We got a timeout by the Soul. I'm going to give Bob Chris this deal here. I'll be back right after this. And there's the announcement in the Santa Ana Star Center with the San Angelo Bandits Amarillo falling to San Angelo 74-59. If this score holds true, New Mexico Stars are in the playoffs and will be meeting San Angelo in a couple of weeks. Here's a ball, Roosevelt Falls, touchdown for his second touchdown of the night. This time on the offensive side. That's it. That's the game right there, folks. 60-40. Roosevelt Falls with the huge run. That pretty much puts a final nail in the coffin. And that means in a couple of weeks, New Mexico Stars will be seeing you. San Angelo and New Mexico Stars will be seeing you on July 5th. Happy birthday to me. Nothing would be better than a New Mexico Stars victory at that point. Andrew McGlory steps up as the Stars is about to defeat the number one team in the league right here. Kick is up, and it's a dribbler that goes nowhere. Andrew McGlory's shaking his head, but you know what, big guy? There's nothing you can say to knock yourself at this point. You did everything. Andrew McGlory's done everything he could to get in there and be the player he was. We host a TV show called TRM Sports Television here in Albuquerque. And I have a feeling we're going to be talking to Mr. Roosevelt Falls as well as Coach Briamonte, possibly bring him aboard to be part of this week's show to talk about tonight's victory and the season as a whole. Roosevelt Falls has definitely put himself as a position of defensive MVP of the league, I would have to say. Definitely a stud, a star for the New Mexico Stars and in the LSFL. He does it all. He's a solid player and just an exciting player. Stars fans are bouncing around. They're happy. Towels are twirling as they know they're going to the playoffs. We got Young American Football League players. They're pumped up. They're ready to go. Fans are getting ready to go onto the field after the game to go get some high fives, autographs, and everything that the LSFL has to bring. Really happy for the New Mexico Stars and everything that they're bringing to the city of Rio Rancho and the state of New Mexico. It's been fun. Here comes the ball. The kick return, he brings it in. He makes one move. He could be gone. No, horse collar, baby. And flags fly everywhere. What are you going to do? There comes a point you got to stop the player. If you have to horse collar him, you horse collar him. It's either that or give up the touchdown. And if you're going to horse collar, you might as well get the full meal deal. You don't just get half of that horse collar. You get the full collar. Here comes the official call. But it's 1 minute warning as there's 54.9 seconds left. Stars up by 20. Nate Davis has been a pretty prolific passer, and this Rio Grande Valley Soul offense has been pretty prolific. I don't see them putting up 20 points in the next 54 seconds. If they do, that would be an amazing feat. I don't see it happening. So this looks like this one's salted away for the Stars. It's definitely a party atmosphere here in the city of Rio Rancho at the Santa Ana Star Center as the New Mexico Stars, and no doubt has to be an upset, is going to go on and defeat the Rio Grande Valley Soul tonight. They're up by 20 right now. We don't know what the final score is going to be, but I feel comfortable and safe in saying with 54 seconds left that the Stars are going to win tonight. Big props to Andrew McGlory. Once again, just has been an absolute superstar on the field. I think I have him with 4 touchdown passes and 2 on the ground. A couple of 2-point conversions. More importantly, not a turnover. And that was the thing, that was the bugaboo that was killing McGlory all season long. Tonight, he's been able to hold off throwing the turnovers. Instead, it has been Nate Davis of the Rio Grande Valley Soul who has 2 key turnovers. One a fumble that was forced by Roosevelt Falls. The other was an interception pick 6 that went to Emmanuel McPherson. So it was the veteran, the 2-time MVP, 2-time LSFL champion, that was the young man that made the key mistakes this evening. And it was McGlory who was able to hold off on making any mistakes, but instead was just methodical and with precision, with surgeon's precision, was able to pick apart this Soul defense. Whether it was on the ground, whether it was on the air, it's all about Andrew McGlory. And young number 12 has led his, and there's a touchdown that we were talking about. Like I said, 45.5 seconds left. There's no way they were going to shut out the Rio Grande Valley Soul. And if they find a way to get the ball back, hey, you never know. All right, the update I'm getting is 74-59 San Angelo over Amarillo. The most important part of all of that is the fact that Amarillo falls, and that more importantly even than that, New Mexico Stars are going to win, and this victory will propel the Stars into the playoffs. Aragus sets up, kicks the extra point. Of course, we're going to see an onside kick coming up as the Soul still has a little bit of a last gasp here, if you will. They're not going to go down quietly, so all the hands team's going to be coming in there. I see Vaughn's coming in. I see Dexter Manley's going in. McGee's there. Cleveland's there. Bruno. I mean, this is all about holding on to the ball. That's what this whole kickoff's going to be. It's going to be quick. It's going to be fast and furious. Just hold on to the ball and put this game away. We'll be back right after this. All right, get ready for an onside kick here. New Mexico Stars put their full hands team out there. Manley, Bryant Williams, Bruno, Roosevelt Falls. Cleveland. There's the onside right to Manley. He just grabs it and goes down to the ground. No need to get cute. No need to do anything fancy. All they have to do is run 3 plays and get out of here. There's no victory formation in the LSFL. You have to run a play. You have to try to move forward. You can't sit there and try to just knee the ball. None of that business. Obviously, McGlory's been able to do a lot of damage with his feet. I don't know how much pain they want to subject Andrew McGlory to. They might just hand the ball off to big Landrick Brody and see what he can do with it. Or they might pass it. Handoff, Landrick Brody. Right up the middle, pick up a 2 yards, and get that clock running. They'll have to snap the ball at least one more play. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Rio Grande still has a timeout, so they stop the clock. 35.8 seconds left. Stars 60. Rio Grande Valley 47. We'll be back right after this. All right, here we go. 35.8 seconds left. McGee goes into motion. It's going to be a handoff, and there it goes. And Landrick Brody falls flat down. It looks like there was a bad handoff there, bad exchange. Clock stops. I didn't know that the Soul had any more timeouts. There we go. They just had to set the ball. Not sure why the clock stopped. Third down, the clock stopped for whatever reason. Well, the Stars might have to take a timeout here now, and that's exactly what they're going to have to do. For some reason, the clock stopped. I don't know exactly why, but the clock stopped, but the play clock did not. So they burned through 25 seconds. Now they're going to go ahead and just reset everything and kind of find out what's going on. Third down, this play here should go ahead and kill the game, I would think. Roosevelt Falls pointing out to the fans, thanking them for coming in. Stars fans up on their feet as the Stars will be going into the playoffs. They meet San Angelo on July 5th in San Angelo, Texas. .6 seconds left in tonight's game. Stars up 60-47. This game all but over. One, possibly two plays. To be honest with you, 2 games into the season, I would have never thought this would happen, but that's exactly what's going on. McGlory keeps the ball himself. Nothing fancy, just tries to keep moving forward, and that should do it. That should do it. That should be the game right there. I don't see how they have to run another play. 21.6 seconds, 25 seconds left on the play clock. Another timeout. How many timeouts do they have? Well, I don't know exactly how many timeouts that Rio Grande Valley had, but it's 4th down, 23 seconds left. McGlory drops back. He's going to go ahead and pass this one. He airs it out to McGee. Intercepted, but there's a flag. That's fine. This allows the clock to run out. Let him go. He thinks he's got one coming back. But this is coming all the way back because there's a flag over here. And that's game, right? That's got to be the game there because that's going to be defensive pass interference. Game can't hand, obviously, on a defensive. Well, there's still 10 seconds left, so it's not a matter of ending it. I believe that was David Irizarry who made the interception, not after pulling Jerome McGee down to the ground before making it, hence the flag for pass interference. He was able to run it back the entire length of the field for the touchdown. That obviously was coming back as the flag flew up, and that was going to be it. So there's 10.9 seconds left on the game clock. And the Stars will have the ball at the 2-yard line. They'll have to run one more play because the clock's not going to start running till they run it off. But it's basically over. Your New Mexico Stars are going to the playoffs, folks. San Angelo, couple of weeks, July 5th, Saturday night. McGlory under center. All he's got to do is make a motion forward or hand the ball to Landrick Brody. He hands it to Brody, who goes down, but that's going to be it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there it is, folks. Final score for tonight's game. Your New Mexico Stars 60. Rio Grande Valley 47 in the upset of the year so far for the New Mexico Stars. Andrew McGlory, offensive player of the game, who was just amazing. No turnovers. He's just really grown into be the player that Coach Briamonte was hoping that he would. As far as the defensive, what can you say about Roosevelt Falls? I mean, just an amazing, amazing game by Roosevelt Falls. You got to be happy. The fans are streaming out on the field. This is Leroy Lucero from the Santa Ana Star Center signing off. I want to thank all the Stars fans that have tuned in and everyone from the LSFL that has tuned in all year to hear us talk up the New Mexico Stars. Really appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing how far the New Mexico Stars can go into the playoffs. Once again, July 5th, they will be playing San Angelo for the first round of the playoffs. We'll see exactly how the Stars go. For everyone, I want to thank you and wish you a good night and say God bless you to each and every one of you, and I hope you've enjoyed your time here with the LSFL. Good night, everybody.